The Guesswho game will have the same rules. Two people will play, but instead of describing and trying to guess persons, you will guess nutrients. But how? It is simple. Just by asking for its function, in which food you can find it, what type of nutrient it is, and so on. For example, if you're vitamin C and you have iron, calcium, zinc, and vitamin A, the other person just have to ask if it is a mineral, so you can say no in order to delete all minerals and just have the vitamins and identify which nutrient you are.
Now it's my turn to talk about the STEM project. My topic is diseases. And we or I going to include it in the trivia game. As you may know, the trivia game will consist in a series of questions about the food and energy, nutrients, types of nutrients, a balanced diet, and finally diseases. So in every game there are the good cards and the bad cards. So diseases will be inserted as the bad cards. When the player takes one card and luckily it's a disease one, the question will have to be answered, but the player will go back spaces. And if the question is not answered, the player will lose a turn in the game.
Also, as my partner Carmina said, we're going to include information about a balanced diet in order to understand and know more about it. Now, Heidi will explain you more about this topic.
The nutrition is the study of food and its effects on the body. It also tries to determine how food helps the body meet all of its various needs. A balanced diet provides nutrients in adequate amounts and enough energy for a person to maintain a healthful weight. A food pyramid is a pyramid-shaped diagram representing the optimal number of servings to be eaten each day from each of the basic food groups. A food group is a collection of foods that share similar nutritional properties or biological classifications. Nutrition guides typically divide food into food groups and recommend daily servings of each group for a healthy diet. We have to take care of the consume of refined grain products such as cakes or biscuits because no matter how delicious they could be, they can be high in added sugar, fat, and sodium.
My topic is structure and function. So we design a memory game that will have the structures of vitamins, minerals, fats, and carbohydrates.
Carbohydrate consists of the elements carbon, hydrogen, and oxygen with a ratio of hydrogen twice that of carbon and oxygen.
Each one present with different colors. For this game, I used the paint program for designing the cards. Most of the structures have been researched on internet or books.
Well, now I'm going to explain the dynamic of the game 1, Adapt in our project. Here we are going to make different cards of 5 colors and another for the comedians. Each color will be for proteins, carbohydrates, fats, minerals, water. That will be the comedians, and also the vitamins. In each of the cards will be appeared information of the element, their function, components, and calories. The game is going to consist of both the cards when their function are related, but if the player doesn't have the adequate card, he has to get more. This game has the purpose of make that people learn about the most important nutrients that their body needs in a funny and interesting way.
We are the team who's talking about the nutrients, and the name of our project is called Foodmetrients. And as you can see there is our Gantt project.
Here we can see that the first phase started at February 9 and ended in February 10th. The second phase was the research of the topic, and it was from February 11 to March 1st. We are still researching for information.
We have the second phase, which starts in February 26th, and we have to declare something. We made some changes because at the beginning of our project we had an idea, and it was a good idea, but we could.
Exercise in for March 1st,
The rules of the games. We're in the developed part of the rules. Yes, it's from April 14 to April 21, but we are doing our searching. So the structure of the question for the trivia will be from April 6 to April 13.
Then we have the wooden book.
The wooden books will take a lot of time, so we decided to start before. And then we have to elaborate the materials used to play, and this is elaborated in a long period of time because we work like 1 hour per week.
This phase of the project was the most difficult to do because we had to begin to construct our games for the box and also to design them. In this video, as you can see, we had advanced a lot, but although we had many things to do yet.
But with this game, we want to add funny, attractive, and nowadays things to improve the education of the students. Besides, we want the family unit with this.
Nutrition is a really important topic to talk about it, but the way in our times that the experts are treated is not the best one. I think that nutrition should be serious, but at the same time should be fun.
For the short period of time that we had, I think we are going very well, and I hope that this project will make kids interested in science and don't think that science is just boring and that it has something fun.
I think that even if this is just a scholar project, we like to think that maybe someday a student will play the game and find its vocation as a biologist, doctor, or even a chemist.
The nutrients are very important for our body because without them, we won't be able to do or perform our normal activities.